Hey everybody, how you doing? Thanks for bearing with me as we sort out who your teacher's going to be. We'll figure this out as we're going along. But in the meantime, we're going to introduce your next project. We're going to be looking at energy and the types of energy that we use in our homes and our businesses and that sort of thing. And you're going to be developing a research project about this. So let's look at what some of the choices are and where we're going with this. All right, so this is called the Energy Research Project, and it will be posted into Google Classroom. This is a video showing the actual assignment here. So we have a list here of a bunch of the most common ways that energy is generated. And what I want you to do is take a look over this list, and I want you to pick one. Just one. You don't have to do all of these. This is just a list of suggestions. When you have taken a chance to look into these and choose one, you're going to see there's a place in Google Classroom in the stream where I've asked you for which one you've chosen. I'm just trying to keep track of who's choosing what and making sure that we've got a good spread across the class. I'm hoping to get somebody to pick each different kind of energy. All right, and then you're going to develop a project. Now, the format of this project is really up to you. Do you love Google Slides? I love Google Slides. It's easy. Choose Google Slides. Do you really like to write things? Great. Write an essay. Want to make a poster? Go for it. Make a poster. That part is up to you, as long as you have all of the pieces that you need. So here is the list of research questions that you have to answer about your project. So what is the energy source? Give me a brief description. You don't need a lot on this part. That's going to be short. How do we harness the energy is the next question. So what I mean by that is, how does it work? Are you burning something? Is a turbine of some sort being turned? How does that work? Get me some pictures of that. There's tons of stuff on the internet that you can use for that. Okay, are there different types or different uses for whatever your sources that you have chosen? And if yes, what are the differences? What are you seeing out there? Is it only used in industry? Is it only used in houses? Why? That sort of thing I want you to look into. Okay, what are the environmental impacts of your energy source? Some of them, all of them have some sort of environmental impact. What is it? Find it. It's out there. Economic impacts. Maybe the thing you've chosen is really great for the environment, but it costs a ridiculous amount of money. So look into that sort of thing as well. This stuff is all out there on the internet, I promise. Where is it being used? Like what countries? Some places use a lot of one source, some use a lot of another source. Are we using any of it here in the United States? How is it used? Is it only on farms? Is it only in houses? Could we use it in our houses? You got to have 3 good sources. Now, by a good source, I mean no Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a great place to start when you're looking for vocabulary words or, a jumping off point, but I want you to have 3 other sources besides that. And I want you to hold on to those sources because that needs to be included in your project. All right, in addition to your big main project, see number 2 here. You're going to have a 1-page fact sheet for your classmates on your technology. What you're trying to do in this project is you are trying to sell your technology. Yours is the best, and you're going to tell me why yours is the best. If you've chosen to work in pairs, you got to do something extra. So talk to me about what that something extra might be. I might have some suggestions, or see what you can think of. What might be a good something extra to work on there. Then we're going to have a round robin sort of presentation. And what I mean is, you don't have to stand in front of the classroom on this. You're going to be at your seats, and it's going to be more of a conversation. one-on-one with your classmates as people come around and we learn about what is going on. And you're going to be filling out a paper comparing the pros and cons of your different energy sources. Then we're going to have a class discussion. The participation in this discussion will be part of this grade. You are going to choose the very best and the very worst of the energy systems on that list up there. And you're going to tell us why, and we're going to all discuss it. All right, so something important in that when you're creating this, you're thinking towards the end result, the end goal, which is going to be this discussion when you're creating your research project. So you want to be thinking about why is yours the absolute best and you want to sell it. Now, maybe you don't kind of go the way, you don't like yours. It happens. I want to tell you the very best project for this assignment that I ever saw was completely 100% sarcastic. He answered every question. He answered them beautifully. And he presented it in the most sarcastic fashion you have ever seen. And I laughed till there were tears. And he got a perfect score. Remember that. So even if you can choose something you don't believe in, and that will come out in the discussion. But you, when you're doing your project, you are trying to sell it. All right, I'm hoping that this makes sense to everybody, and I want you to reach out to me with any questions. I'm going to put my email again into Google Classroom so you can reach out to me anytime you want. All right, let me know how you're doing, and I'll try and catch up with you guys tomorrow. One thing I'm going to do, since I teach biology when a lot of times you guys are in classes, I'm going to host an optional Zoom at 2 p.m. I hope this will only be for a few minutes. Maybe people pop in, just say hello, ask me a couple questions, and pop out. Or you can send me an email if you get stuck anytime. But it's the kind of the best that I can figure out right now since I'm teaching another class concurrent to yours. So please let me know how you're doing. Reach out anytime, questions, and I'll do my best to answer them, all right? See you guys soon.